In this video, I will be going over today's math lesson with you. I am sitting here with all of your wonderful face-to-face friends. They have their math books open to page 87, and they are ready to learn. As you know, so far this week, we have been learning all about subtraction, taking away, starting with a big number and breaking it into parts. I like subtraction when it comes to cookies and candy because it means I get to eat some. We've talked about subtracting from 5 or less. Yesterday we looked at the number 6 and less. And today we're going to look at 7 and 8. So now we're starting with the numbers 7 and 8 and looking at the different ways that we can break them apart. Okay? So on the top of page 87, it says Grace has 7 paintbrushes. I want you to circle 7 paintbrushes, and I am going to write down here on my handy dandy whiteboard 7 paintbrushes. Okay? So we've got 7 paintbrushes. It says there are 3 new paintbrushes. So I'm going to write down that 3. You circle that 3. So there are 7 paintbrushes, 3 of them are new, and some paintbrushes are not new, okay? So the question that you should underline is how many paintbrushes are not new? So if we go back to our part, whole box, which you guys were experts on when we were doing addition, and if I draw out here my box, and then I'm going to fill in the information that I know. When we were doing addition, we would know our 2 parts, and we would have to count them up to find our whole. With subtraction, we're going to know our whole, and one of our parts, we have to find the missing part. So, there are 7 paintbrushes all together. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know that how many of them are new, Emily? 3. So I'm going to put the 3 new paintbrushes here. 1, 2, 3. Now, up here, that's 1, 2, 3. How many are left in my whole that I need to put here as my other part? Isaac? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now, my part whole, I have 7 altogether. When I take away 3 of them, I'm left with 4. Another way to write that, or to say that, would be 1 paintbrush, 2 paintbrush, 3 paintbrush, 4 paintbrush, 5 paintbrush, 6 paintbrush, 7 paintbrush. Take away 1, 2, 3, send them away. And I have 4 paintbrushes left over. So my 2 parts are 7 and 3. Are 4 and 3, and my whole is 7. So 7 take away 3 equals 4. There are 4 paintbrushes that are not new. So now we're going to move down to where it says practice, and it says find the part that is left. It says use red and blue cubes to check. So I have my red and blue markers, and I will use those to draw out the cubes for you. Sound good, friends? Excellent. All right. So looking at number 1, they've kind of done it for you, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. There are 7 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They took away one of the parts, which was 2. That left the other part, which was 5, so you can trace the 5. Let's take a look here now at number 2. Okay, we've got part. We have 2 parts. There's 7 altogether if we were to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 altogether. They took the first part, 5, and put it here. So what's my other part? Amelia? Yes. What's the other part, Emily? 2. So on the line you should put 2. Well, hey, look at that. I had 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And when I took away 2, 1, 2, I was left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, when I had 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I took away 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I was left with 1, 2. So what that shows me, friends, is 7 take away 2 equals 5, and 7 take away 5 equals 2. So just like in addition where I could flip-flop my addends, I can't flip-flop my first two numbers, but I can flip-flop my parts. If I take away 2 parts, I have 5. If I take away 5, I have 2, because 2 and 5 together gave me my whole, which was 7. Okay? All right, let's go on. Now you can turn your page. We're going to go to the top of the next page. We are looking at books. It says, what part is not brown? So there are 8 books there. You can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books. How many of them are brown, Dominic? How many of those books are brown? 1. So then how many are not brown? 7. So 8 books take away 1 book equals 7 books. 8 books take away the 1 brown book equals 7 red books. That was easy lemon squeezy. All right, let's take a look at this one. I don't even know. What are those pictures of?
Rulers.
Are they rulers?
Yeah.
Oh, they must look bigger in your book than they look in mine. All right, so how many rulers do I have all together, Emma? 8. And so they put the 8 here, and then they said they want us to take away 4. So you can just cross off the 4 brown rulers. And Emma, if we took away the 4 brown rulers, how many blue rulers would there be left? 4. So 8 take away 4 equals 4. All right, now looking at these ones, write the difference. Remember, difference is the name for the answer in a subtraction problem. Just like in addition, we knew that sum was the answer for the addition sentence. In subtraction, we know that the word difference is the answer for the subtraction sentence. So we're going to write the difference, and it says use cubes to check. So I will draw them out for you. The first one they've done for you, 7 take away 3 equals 4. Now they want us to do 7 take away 1. So if I had 7 cubes, and I'm just going to draw them. I'm no artist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I have 7 cubes, and I'm going to take one away. Bing, bonk, bing. How many cubes does that leave me with, Blake? So I'm up here on the board, sweetheart. There were 7 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I took one away. So how many does that leave? 6. So for that problem, it says 7 take away 1 equals, go ahead and put a number 6. And now we're going to move over here to number 7. And Victoria, I would like you to do this one with me, okay? So for number 7, it says 8 minus 2. Do you see that? So if I draw out 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I'm going to minus 2. I'm going to take 2 away. If these were chocolate chip cookies, I'm going to pop 2 in my mouth and chew them up and swallow. So goodbye 1, goodbye 2. How many are left, Victoria? 6. So in your book where it says 8 minus 2 equals, go ahead and put the number 6. And Lillian, you're going to do number 8 with me. Sound good? All right. So for number 8, Lillian, read me the subtraction sentence, please. 8 take away 5. So before you shout out the answer, let me get my 8 drawn up here on the board, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then how many do they want me to take away, Lil? So goodbye 1, goodbye 2, goodbye 3, goodbye 4, goodbye 5. How many does that leave me with, Lillian? 3. So if I want to write in my answer there, it says 8 take away 5 equals, you could put the number 3. Yeah. 8 minus, not plus. Okay. All right. It says Cody has 8. I can't even tell what that picture is. What is it, guys? Pencils? Oh my goodness. You must have much bigger pictures in your book. They're not very clear in mine. So Cody has 8 pencils. Okay. 8 pencils. I'm going to do this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pencils. It says there are 3 green pencils. Okay, 3 green. So there's 1 green, 2 green, 3 green. It says the rest of the pencils are orange. I'm going to use red because I don't have orange. Is that okay? So orange, 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 orangey, orange. Pretend that's orange. It kind of looks a little orange. So find the part that is orange and then write a subtraction equation. So how many pencils are there, Serafina, all together? All my pencils. How many did we draw? 8. So I'm going to put down 8. And then I don't know how many orange there are, but I do know there are 3 green. So I'm going to take away those 3 green, and that should tell me how many orange there are. So here's my 3 green. Goodbye, goodbye, see you later. How many orange are there, Mateo? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your subtraction equation is 8 minus 3 equals 5. We could also, if we wanted to, we could write that this way. 8 minus 3 equals 5. Either one of those is correct. And we showed our work here by drawing out our green and orange pencils. Fantastico! So I think this is going to answer the question that Victoria had. Here it says, how many subtraction sentences can you make using 8? Well, there's quite a few, and I'll show you why, Victoria. I could say 8 minus 0 equals 8. I could say 8 minus 1 equals 7. I could say 8 minus 2 equals 6. I could say 8 minus 3 equals 5. I could say 8 minus 4 equals 4. Move this over here. I could say 8 minus 5 equals 3. I could say 8 minus 6 equals 2. 8 minus 7 equals 1. And 8 minus 8 equals 0. So how many could I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could do 9 different subtraction sentences using 8. All right, friends, now it's your turn to do some of this work on your own. Go ahead now to the top of the next page. Remember, this up here, you don't have to do any work. That's just showing you how to subtract. Go down to where it says more practice. Fill in numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then flip your page over to the other side and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to do 7, and then don't worry about 8. I can't wait to see how hard you do all your good work on this, boys and girls. See you later, friends at home.